plantain chips. But we know we should put limits when treating ourselves to a good thing. The trick is to learn as much as we can about the snacks we're eating so we can choose a treat that's right for us. Seeing how plantain chips are made can help us make an informed choice. This looks like a banana, but it's actually a plantain, a staple food in many parts of the world. In tropical countries like Costa Rica, it's made into a popular snack called plantain chips. The cycle from fruit to snack begins here. A worker cleans off the root of an offspring from a mature plantain tree. He prepares the root for planting as if it were a seed. In time, it will grow into a mature plantain tree. After about 9 months, the plantain is ready to harvest. When a worker picks the fruit, they wrap it in plastic to protect it against insects and disease. Each mature tree yields only 1 bushel of fruit its entire life. Once he harvests the mature tree, it's the tree's offspring that yield more fruit and continue the life cycle. The worker then rinses the plantain in treated water that helps wash off sap and kill any possible fungus. Local workers then load the cases of plantains onto their boat for a full day's trip to the processing plant. Their hard work is valued by the company, which is proud to support the local economy. At the plant, a worker puts the plantain into boiling water for about a minute. Boiling the fruit changes its color, but more importantly, it greatly reduces the amount of sap the fruit releases, which makes handling and peeling the otherwise sticky skin possible. The various lengths and widths of plantain prohibit peeling it by machine. Workers at this Costa Rican plant cut about 23,000 kilograms of plantain every day, all by hand. Each one is then cut into slices of a specific thickness for chips. To do this, workers push the fruit one at a time into a cutting machine. The slices of plantain fall through the machine into a deep fry oven below. A rotating grill and conveyor system help ensure uniform cooking of the slices in natural palm oil as they travel on an uninterrupted 30-foot journey. After cooling, a worker removes any under- or overcooked chips. The chips then travel into a tumbler that adds salt or other seasonings or flavors, depending on the product. The chips then exit the tumbler and are ready for packaging. The packaging machine gently funnels the chips into separate chutes as it calculates the exact amount it needs to fill each bag. Once filled, the packaging machine then cuts and seals the individual bags, then sends them for distribution across the world. Plantain chips also come in strips. They're trans fat free and come in a variety of formats that make a handy treat. NASCAR is one of the most popular spectator sports in North America. The National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing holds a series of 36 races a year, mostly at oval or D-shaped tracks, on which the cars make only left turns. They're built from scratch, following NASCAR's strict technical rules. NASCAR stock cars are based on certain American-made road cars. The frame is made out of steel tubing. The hood, roof, and deck lid, that's like a regular car's trunk cover, are made out of sheet steel. The workers who assemble the body are called body hangers. They position all the parts according to a NASCAR-authorized template. Here, they clamp the body panels together, then with an aluminum bracket to the template for shaping. To make the wheel openings on the front fender, they use shrinking jaws, a tool that curves metal by squeezing it. Then they switch to a tool called an English wheel. It rolls the curved metal into a particular shape. The car's front suspension is essentially the same as that of a regular car, except for the angle of the tires, which they manipulate by putting shims on this upper control arm. The right front tire tilts inward, and the left front tire tilts outward. That's because these cars race on an oval track in one direction only, so they're making only left turns. Next, they install a brake rotor, then a steel spacing plate between the rotor and the wheel. This sets up the specific distance from wheel to wheel that NASCAR rules require. They load a pair of brake pads into a brake caliper and slide the caliper onto the rotor. The caliper contains different size pistons so that it applies the brake pads to the rotor evenly. Now they move on to the car's inner workings. They mount the transmission to an aluminum housing that covers the flywheel, clutch, and other components. Then they install the motor. It's an 8-cylinder, 750-plus horsepower engine. They attach the car's plastic windshield with bolted clips. If air gets into the car, these strong clips will keep the windshield from blowing out. The car seat core is made of aluminum, padded for comfort. Every NASCAR driver has his car seat custom built to his body shape. After bolting in the seat, they install the steering wheel. It has a safety release that lets the driver remove the wheel with a single pull. This enables him to get in and out of the car easily and to remove the wheel quickly if he's injured in a crash. Now for the finishing touches. First, a large decal of the car's number centered on each door. Every NASCAR race car is also plastered with decals advertising its driver's sponsors. NASCAR stock cars have a few key safety features. Fenders allow side-to-side contact between cars without their wheels hooking together. Roof flaps direct air downward, keeping the cars close to the ground. This stops a spinning car from flipping over. A NASCAR stock car weighs in at more than 1,500 kilograms. It travels to the track in the top deck of a trailer. This keeps the bottom level clear as a workspace for the driver's mechanical crew.